Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jess at Travel Mocha. If you don't know me, I'm a content publisher at travelmocha.com. Today is a little different as I act as your tour guide to show you Mexico City's Metropolitan Cathedral and 7 interesting facts about it. Also, this is the first time I'm taking the train here in Mexico City. It's fast, it's easy to use, and it's super affordable. I'll be making a video about this soon. Finally, we are here at the Zócalo, which is the square where the Mexico City's Metropolitan Cathedral sits on top of. The first fact about this place is that it took 240 years for it to be built. The cathedral initially started in 1573 after the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire. The church site was built over time and in sections. Because of the length of time it took to build, it became a site of solidarity among the community, as well as a melting pot of architectural styles. Its construction brought in people from a variety of backgrounds, from different social classes all the way across generations to work on it, including various sectors of ecclesiastical and governmental authorities. Another outcome due to the length of time to build this cathedral was the style in which it was constructed. Influences from across generations brought with it a relic from Baroque, Gothic, and Neoclassical styles. Fact number 2, the cathedral is sinking. If you walk into the cathedral, you will immediately notice the floor seemed uneven to walk on top of. The rest of the place looked fine. There was something odd about these floors though. So do you wonder why these floors are a bit odd? I'll tell you. Mexico City has an issue with dropping water tables. And what's the huge concern with dropping water tables? Well, it's causing this part of Mexico City to sink. And that's the reason why the cathedral was at some point sinking. However, now that issue has already been addressed. Fact number 3. In the history of the cathedral, fire got so hot that it melted the organ pipes. In 1967, a fire began due to an electrical shortcut that almost burnt down the whole church. Most of the damage occurred on the altar of forgiveness. It affected much of the church's infrastructure. The majority of the choir area's seating was burned. 3 paintings were lost, and 2 of the organs suffered melted pipes, just to name a small bit of the damage. It seemed more efficient to tear down the choir area, but the ecclesiastical authorities were intervened by the government. Instead of destruction, restoration would find its way and begin in 1972. Number 4 on the list is HERNÁN CORTÉS lays the first stone for this Metropolitan Cathedral. Hernán Cortés was the leader of the Spanish conquistadores. He eventually brought down the total demise of the Aztec Empire. The church was a symbolic move for the Spaniards as an accomplished conquest and a way to consolidate power. It was built on top of a sacred site by the Aztecs' Templo Mayor. to which Hernan Cortés laid the first stone to construct this edifice.
Cualquier moneda, jóvenes.
Number 5. It was built on a sacred Aztec site. The Templo Mayor was the main temple of the Aztecs. It was named after their god of war and the god of rain. The temple was a pyramid with a dedicated staircase for each god. It led to the top of the pyramid, which held the shrine for the gods. After the Spanish conquistadors conquered the capital of the Aztec Empire, they decided a way to consolidate this power was to create the church on top of an Aztec sacred site. Thus, they built the church on top of this Aztec sacred site.
¿Qué es lo que veo? Derecha, ¿verdad?
Fact number 6. Underneath the Metropolitan Cathedral, there's actually a crypt underneath. I do want to say that what we just viewed right there in the glass, that's not the crypt, but it is part of the Templo Mayor that was excavated to build an underground subway, and they found that there's still remnants of the Templo Mayor there, and they created a glass covering for top of that. So that's not the crypt. Now back to the crypt facts. Underneath the altar of the kings, there is a crypt. It is mostly filled with the archbishops of the church. Hence the very apropos name, the Crypt of the Archbishop. I do want to say that I was lucky enough to see the majority that the cathedral had. However, I was not able to enter the crypt. I'm not sure why, but my guess would be due to the 2020 anomaly. Fact number 7. The Metropolitan Cathedral, as well as the Zocalo and the surrounding area, is actually a scene for displays of social issues. Throughout the hundreds of years the cathedral has been around, many events have occurred out of the current state of affairs. One being a candlelight vigil for those who have suffered violence. It has also been a centerpiece with quarrels with the government. This includes protests by affiliated government supporters. For instance, in November 2007, a group of 150 protesters entered the cathedral and proceeded to knock down pews while chanting slogans. If you're curious about why people were wearing traditional outfits, dancing, playing music, and why there's so many people around the Centro Historico, make sure to subscribe so you can look out for the next video I will publish regarding Centro Historico. And also, please smash the like button. Thanks for watching.